So the topic is traveling salesperson problem. The question says that there are few cities and a salesperson has to travel through each and every city, and he has to return back to the city where he started, and he has to travel in such a way that the total distance covered should be minimum. So we are going to solve this problem. So this is a graph where the vertices of this graph are the cities and the edges are the path from each and every vertex, and we are given a cost matrix so that we can know the distance from one city to another. So let us start from a brute force approach. Then I am going to tell you the formula which we will be using in our dynamic programming approach. Let us start from city 1. So what are our further options? We can either move to city 2, 3 or 4. After visiting city 2, what are our further options? That are 3 and 4. So now if we visit to city 3 after 1, then our options are 2 and 4. And for after visiting 4, our options are 2 and 3. So now let's see what's our further options. If we move from 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then our only left option is 4. Similarly, after 1 to 4, then that is 3 and so on. So after we have visited all the city, we have to return to our city from which we started. So after every city, we are going to return to 1. So this is our cost matrix given, and this is the tree. So let us consider that we are at city number 4. So as we are at 4, we have to go back to 1. So what is the distance of 1 and 4? If we move from 4 to 1, the distance is 8. So we will write 8. Similarly, from 3 to 1, 6. 4 to 1, that is again 8. 2 to 1, that is 5. And 3 to 1, 6. And 2 to 1, again 5. Now let's move one level up in the tree. Now we are at 3 and we want to go to 4. So the distance between 3 to 4 is 12. And from 4 to 1 is 8. So now if we are at 3 and we have to go to 1 via 4, then we have to add those two distances, that is 12 plus 8. Similarly, in case of 4 also, we will be adding 6 and 9. In case of 2, we will be adding 8 and 2 to 4, that is 10. In case of 4, we will be adding 5. 5 plus 4 to 2, that is 8. In case of 2, we will be adding 6 plus 2 to 3, that is 9. It is going to 18. So now let's move one level above. So now we are at 2. Now we have to decide whether we should go to 3 or 4. So till 3 it's 20 and till 4 it's 15. But after adding 2 to 3 to 20, 2 to 3 is 9 and plus 20. Now 2 to 4 is 10 plus 15. So out of these two, which is going to be our minimum? So 25 is minimum. So we will not include 29. Now coming to 3. Similar approach in 3 also. We will add the distance between 3 to 2 and add 18 to it. Then again distance from 3 to 4 and add 13 to it. So the minimum is 25. Similarly, we will do with 4. And in this case, the minimum is 23. Now we will move to the first city, that is 1. So now we are having 3 options, 25, 25 and 23. We will add 25 to the distance 1, 2. So our distance 1, 2 is 10 plus 25, that is going to be 35. Similarly, 25 plus 1, 3. 1, 3 is 15. Similarly, 23 plus 1, 4. And 1, 4 is 8. So out of these 3, the minimum is 35. So our solution is going to be 35, which is the minimum path of the salesperson of traversing through all the cities and returning back to the same city. So this was the brute force approach, but we are going to solve this problem through dynamic programming approach. So let us derive the formula. So consider that we are at vertex 1. So the cost, if it's represented as 1 and the remaining vertices are 2, 3 and 4, then I have to take the min from 1 to any city k plus cost of from that k vertex to 2, 3, 4 minus k. This means that I should write for all k values where k belongs to 2, 3 and 4. So what is going to be the general formula? So for the general formula is, for G vertex I comma 2S set of vertices, that is minimum of C of I to k, that is cost of I to k, minimum of cost of I to k plus cost of k to the set minus k. So this is our general formula. Now let us solve this problem through our general formula approach. So let us consider we are at 2. From 2 we don't need to go to any new city. We are returning back to the first city itself. So that is going to be 5. So now from 3, that is 6. And from 4, that is 8. So let's move one step further. So now 2 to 3 is 15. Similarly, 2 to 4, that is 8. And again 3 to 2, that is 18, and 3 to 4 is 20. Again 4 to 2 is 13 and 4 to 3 is 15. So we got our second subset. So now let's move one step above. That is, now we have to take decisions. If we are at 2, then we have to go to 3 or we have to go to 4. But we have to take the minimum of these two. So the minimum, if we will be going to the third city, then the distance was 99. And if we go to the fourth city, then our distance is going to be 25. So we will be going to the fourth city. So G of 2, 3, 4 is 25. Similarly, in case of 3, it is going to be 25 only. And in case of 4, it is going to be 23. So now let's use the formula. If we are at city 1, so our cities which we can visit are 2, 3 and 4. So the formula says from visiting from 1 to 2, 3 and 4, we should take the minimum of city. If we go to city 2, so from 1 to 2 and the minimum of 3 and 4. Now our second option is 1 to 3 and minimum of 2 and 4. And the third option is from 1 to 4 and the minimum of 2 and 3. We got the answer as 35, 40 and 43. So our minimum is 35. Out of these three, our minimum is 35. So the minimum distance is going to be 35. So what is the minimum path? So as we can see that starting from 1, our minimum distance is 35. So if we store these values, then we can get the minimum path. So 35, we are getting 35 from 2. We can see that 35 is from 2. From 3 we are getting 40 and from 4 we are getting 43. So we will consider 2. Now as we are at 2, this 125 we are getting. So how can we say that from where we are getting 25? So 25 we are getting from 3 or 4. So we are getting 25 from 4. So then 4 and 3 and 6. So this was the minimum path. So let's start the coding part. We will start by importing the scanner class and declaring one global variable, that is cost. Starting with main method, we are going to initialize the cost matrix A and an array visited. This visited array will check and store if any city is visited or not. After that, we will initialize an integer n that will store the number of cities which we will get from the user. After that, we will call the create function. This function will take the input of the cost matrix and display it. The working of create function will be explained later in the video. After that, we are going to call the minCost method, which will compute the smallest path and store the result in the cost variable. Then we will call the display method, which will display the minCost. So writing our display method is simple. It will simply print the cost. Time for our minCost method. This is going to be a recursive method. After every recursion, we will update the visited matrix and also the integer n. An integer city number is initialized, which is storing the value returned from the function list. This function will return the city which is reachable from the source in the minimum cost. So now if the city number is 999, then that means none of the cities are left. Then we will update the cost integer and then return from the function. We can also say that this if statement is the base case of our recursion. Else we will call the minCost method again with current city as city number. Heading towards the list method, we will initialize some variables min node and min as 999 and new min as 0. Then we will run a for loop for n number of times. In every iteration, we will check if that city is not visited and there exists a path. Then we will check again if the cost is less than min. If so, then we will update the min, new min and min node. If we got a city that is min is not equal to 999, then we will update the cost integer and return the min node. At last we are going to write the create function. This function will ask the number of nodes. Then we will run a nested for loop to take the input for the cost matrix and we'll put the visited I as 0. And then we will print the cost matrix. So this was the total code of the program. We will run it and verify it. So we are getting the accurate answer now. The code is in my GitHub, which is in the description. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.